Today, how the creator of Braid and the witness Jonathan Blow helped me with the level design. How to easily turn the boring levels into less boring levels, I guess. What's that? And most importantly, bugs. Bugs are everywhere. My name is AtymTIma and welcome to the second devlog of Roll Control. Okay, I've seen some better indie devs and YouTubers using this website called Trello for the task management, so I made my own account to look and feel smarter. Did it work, guys? But seriously, I think it's a good idea to keep track of your updates, features, IDs. Holy moly, what is that? Don't pay attention. Where is the delete button? Why is it called archive?
However,
back to our friend Senor Roll. So as you can see, guys, since my game is based on the grid cell and the notebook is based on the grid cell as well, you know, I decided to make all my levels here and to count all the possible routes and etc, like all the normal people. Nobody does that. It's stupid. Never do that. That's not how you should make your levels. Delete! 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 Instead, I decided to use the strategy of the god of the puzzle levels, the man who single-handedly reigned the new age of indie games, and the person responsible for the lack of games about time travel. Because seriously, he combined all the possible time travel concepts in a single game. Mr. This puzzle made my brain blow, Jonathan. Basically, instead of pre-planning, I was making levels by playing with different layouts and ideas born in the middle of playtesting. This strategy allowed me to find out what works for my game the best and what doesn't at all. What are the weak points that can kill my game, but most importantly, find out new ways of solving the puzzles and using the mechanics of the game to solve new types of puzzle. Essentially, rather than putting the new rules on my game, I was learning already existing rules from my game itself. So I was trying to beat the level without any obstacles. Then I was adding one obstacle that prevented the previous winning outcome to find the less obvious solution. Then I added another obstacle and another, and are you still listening? Also, I created a brand new way of making visuals for a game. Shaders, post-processing, sprite sheets. Look at that. Amazing, right? If we get 1 million likes on this video, I will make a tutorial on how to make these visuals. But seriously, another great aspect of this approach is that because of replaying my own levels for Brazilian times, I found gazillion bugs. The player will have a dilemma of what path to choose first. What track? Well, at least you won't come back to... I don't even want to comment on that. Spending so much time with no results really bugs me. Get it? It bugs me because... whatever. And what this stupid code is even doing here? Adding 6 new papers to the remaining number of papers? Dump! Add 1 new paper to the remaining number 6 times in a loop? Oh yeah, baby, let's go! And that's only the second devlog. Additionally, it's a common problem in the level design that all your ideas look generic, with no purpose and creativity. At least mine did. So, to make your scenes shine a little... not you shine. So, to make your scenes shine a little more from the dark deep hole where your game currently is, come up with a scene name. With this name in mind, it's likely you will come up with something more purposeful and original for each level. It's not going to work perfectly for all ideas. Ух ты ж, черт, никогда не... I mean, I've never liked the chess anyway, but even if the level doesn't end up looking as the fish, it's good if people will be able to differentiate one level from another. Hey, remember that Tetris level in the beginning? Oh yeah, how did you solve that? I didn't, I dropped that stupid game after 5 minutes of gameplay. Oh yeah, me too. I also think making levels backwards is worth the trial, because I knew I won't be able to come up with the easy-friendly tutorial now, when even I still don't understand my game. So, I made the level for a later part of my game, and went backwards, making each level easier and easier. The
Epitome
of it's evolving just backwards. Since this video is mostly about level design, I decided to make a new type of level. Yay! In short, previous levels were like, dude,
do you know the way?
But I've come up with a new idea. What if you needed to reach the end several times, but from the different sides? Step 1. Open Photoshop. Step 2. Step 2. Time skip with magical montage. Step 3. The Mr. Eye door is finished. First of all, with this two-line function I made the iris of its eye to follow the player. Now it's time to close the passage every time you reach it to prevent the... I managed to solve the issue. Oh yeah, I need to also fix this bug, but I have absolutely no idea how to do that. The reason I imported all parts separately is that I wanted to make the animation in-game, inside of Animator. So now, So now, after reaching the door from all 4 sides, it turns the self-destruction animation. Kind of anticlimactic, but hey! After many hours of thinking and crying, I decided to make the proper animations and particles later in a separate video. Simply because it's not the best idea to make the visuals in early stages of development. Especially since I've got this bug about making everything look perfect as soon as possible. Get it? I've got this bug because... whatever. However, just to spicy up Mr. Eye door a little, I gifted him the floating doors. If the remaining number of turns drops to 0 at the same time with beating the levels, then... One of the reasons why Mr. Eye door took me forever to make is that all my ideas for him required the knowledge of either shaders or post-processing effects, two things I've never done before. So, for the next day I was like a toddler that plays with a new cool toy. Whoa, now I know how they made this effect for the Avengers trailer.
All these people die.
And if you are interested to know what happened next, and I know that you are interested, or you couldn't understand why Senior role is slower in this version of my game than in the previous video, subscribe to the channel to not miss the next devlog, because I highly appreciated all the heartwarming support in the previous video, and you are the best guys. Shine, roll the outro. Not your outro, idiot.